Hey Aries, you're tuning into your May 2020 X reading. I hope everyone is happy and doing well. And I'd like to thank each and every one of you that have liked, shared, subscribed, viewed, commented. You guys are absolutely awesome. You bring such a beautiful energy to Soul Embers, so unbelievably powerful. And I'm so grateful to be part of this community that we're building here on Soul Embers. I will never tire of telling you just how grateful I am. Even if it becomes tiring, I will continue to tell you. If you're new to Soul Embers, welcome. My name is Andrea. I hope you find whatever it is that you seek here. Guys, everything you need to know about how I go about doing the readings, how energy and timing can be applied, what to do if the message doesn't resonate, the disclaimer, and of course, my contact details. If you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. It is all in the description box below, so check it out. So, Aries, interesting about the X readings. There is this feeling I get when I connect to your energy overall, not just yourselves, everybody's energy when it comes to the ex, is that you don't necessarily want to reunite with them, but you are finding it difficult, and I'm referring to the collective, are finding it difficult to release, let go, resentment, fear, anger, injustice, for good reason, not for good reason, whatever the case may be, depending on your situation. And so there is always that feeling of, I just want to let it go, if you don't want to reunite with them. And for those of you that do, it's about letting go of the control and allowing things to just unfold naturally and continuing on with your own personal growth. So I hope you find the guidance and the support that I bring to you guys helpful. However, I think what also may be helpful is if there's anyone out there, any viewer that has had a positive outcome by doing certain things in their day-to-day life that has allowed them to really heal, release, and let go. If you could share that in the comment section below, one of our other beautiful Aries viewers may find it helpful in applying it to their life, in applying a new perspective, So anyway, enough talking. Let's jump into it. I've already shuffled and cleansed the cards for you. Aries, what's going on with your ex? Why are you here? And what is it that you'd like me to tell you? What energy are you currently in when it comes to your ex? What energy are my beautiful Aries currently in? And what about your ex? Well, the cards just want to talk when the cards just want to talk. So, clarity. So, for the Aries that I'm connecting with, the card you got today is clarity, and your ex got desperate. You are starting to clearly see how powerful you really are. I'm going to hold that card up for you. And your ex got, you will soon start to feel relief about this situation, and desperate. So what I'm getting when I look at these cards for you, Aries, is that it is very interesting. I'm getting the same type of energy, so I must be connecting with the same group of you that I was getting for your love reading. And there was this sense of finally letting go of resentment. So, when I talk about resentment, it is a natural emotion to experience when we have invested in something and we haven't been able to gain anything out of it in return, especially when we invest wholeheartedly. Okay, I have felt resentment in more than one case, and it is a natural way of going through the whole journey of basically towards healing. The key with resentment is to really allow yourself to feel the emotion, but not let it consume, not let that toxicity that it releases. I want you to imagine your bloodstream and resentment just taking over everything, right? It's a very difficult energy to shift out of. Once we get into it, if we sit in it for too long, it's very difficult for us to shift out of it. It's necessary to experience it because it makes us realize what our worth is. But once we've realized it, it's important to then shift into the next stage, which would potentially be letting go of the resentment, because it prevents us from embracing what we've realized our worth is, and we can use it as a stepping stone so that we can start to flourish and grow in a different way, which will allow the flow to happen and and healing to take place, right? So when I look at this card and I still feel that energy of resentment coming through from your love reading, what I'm getting is that you're finally starting to see how resentment has prevented your growth, your personal, your emotional growth, your emotional healing. You're done with holding on to it. You've realized that it's taking you way too much energy to hold on to the injustice that this has caused you than it would do for you to let it go and to just move on and allow love in. You're ready to allow love in. And it's really interesting. Leo got the same type of reading as well. We're just ready. Or was it Sagittarius? I'm sorry, it's one of the other fire signs. I don't remember. But yeah, you're starting to see clearly. It's like, whatever has caused you, whatever action or lack of action caused you to be blinded by this X, because as I can see them, this man here has had his eyes covered by a lady. Let's say the lady is his ex, right? That, metaphorically speaking, it was something about that situation that prevented the release and letting go. But now you're starting to see clearly how powerful you really are. And it's resentment that is preventing you from really embracing love the way you deserve it. As you shifted your energy, Aries, guess what happens? Your ex is now feeling desperate. Your ex is starting to realize that he's played the two sides, he or she, sorry. I said he only because there's a he in this picture. Played the same side of that coin way too many times, and previously it may have worked. Your response to this ex has always been kind of the same. You went in with the same expectation and left with the same result. There may have been some differences as you entered. You gained some, let's say, lessons every time they left, let's say, or every time they repeated a behavior or pattern. And so you did approach it slightly different, but ultimately you went in with that same kind of energy, hoping that this time they would be different. They knew how to play the two sides of that same coin. But guess what's happened now, Aries? Boom, baby, you have switched it up. You now can see clearly that by holding on and approaching things from the same way you've been approaching them, even if you have tried different things, energetically you were approaching them in the same way. Emotionally you were approaching them. The release that I'm feeling that's given you the clarity has come at a soul level. The release that I feel has come at a spiritual uplift. You've been uplifted spiritually. You've leveled up. And this person now feels it. They may have approached you, Aries, and said, you know what? This and that. And your response has totally blown them away. They don't know how to play this new coin. They don't know how to come in. They don't know how to approach you. How do they come in and play the same game when they don't know if they're going to have a win at the end of it? So this is the type of energy that they're in. And guess what happens? Because now you've got them thinking, they've had to invest time into thinking. They've had to invest time into how they feel. They've had to invest time into understanding why they want to come back in again. You've caused them to, you've taken all the weight off yourself by cutting through by cutting out resentment. You've taken all that weight off yourself, and you've gone and you have energetically placed it poop, right on them. And all of a sudden, they're the ones that are doing the overthinking. You're the one that's not blindfolded anymore. I love it. Oh, I absolutely love this, Aries. What a beautiful energy exchange. And it's necessary because this person has not been given the opportunity to actually reflect on their own actions. You may have asked of that of them, let's say, but because of the type of because of how you were coming in and that type of energy you were investing, it never allowed them that space that they needed to do that reflecting. It didn't invest energetically in them that need, but now that they have it, now they need to do it. Now they're trying to understand their own them own selves. They're trying to understand them own selves. Okay, so let's pull some cards on this and let's see what the hell is going on as we enter the month of May. So you're entering the month of May now with this energy, and they're entering the month of May with this energy. Okay. Yep. And you're thinking, you know, okay, I now have the power. I can now make the choice which way I want to go. And I choose my inner peace. I choose to really think about how I'm going to respond to the next time this person comes in towards me. I am going to take action in a way that really invests in my own passion, that really ignites my own path, you know, that really sets me a light and a flame. You know, I'm just drawn to the salamander here. I can walk through fire now. After what I have been through and the clarity I have actually gained, I am literally able to walk through fire. Nothing you throw at me can no longer sway me. Nothing you throw at me. I have seen you try and play me and those two sides of that same coin time and time again. But guess what? I'm going to stand back. I'm going to stand in my inner peace and my own personal power. I'm completely confident that I can take this opportunity for a new beginning as I step into May, and I can turn it into whatever I want to turn it into. You've mastered it. You have mastered it. What I'm feeling, Aries, for you is that, you know, that I get the energy from the Aries that I'm connecting with, that whatever sets your soul on fire, whatever sets you alight is where you tend to be driven, and what actually puts you in, gets you off the start line, right? Gets you off that start line. That's what moves you. That's what gets you going, gives you momentum. If it doesn't come from a space of passion within the depths of your soul, and it doesn't move you, you won't move. But if it does, you know what? It's like you better clear the path because I'm coming through like a bull at a gate. That's the type of energy I'm getting. Whereas now what I feel is that you are definitely doing that, but it is not about what can externally, how it can externally fill you with passion through another person when it comes to love and relationships. It has to do how you can fill yourself with passion, right? So you've really, really turned all that energy within yourself, and you found that inner peace, and you're ready to start something new. You're in the driver's seat. So let's get a few cards on this person. What? Okay, and they've finally realized, I can see the card that fell on the ground. Excuse me, I'm just going to pick it up. Just give me a second, guys. Yep. And guess what they've realized? Uh-oh. Oh, sorry, I just knocked the camera. They've realized, you know what? There is no other way anymore. The only way I can move in towards my Aries again is by offering a relationship that is stable and committed. I actually have to show them that what I've said I'm going to do, I can now do. Your person has realized that they need to mature, that they need to stop talking. That's basically what I'm getting. They need to stop the unnecessary discussion and just show you. They've realized that. So, you know, this person may be totally confusing and very scattered. Very, very scattered, guys. Maybe totally... Sorry, another card fell. Maybe totally confusing when they come in. It's like there's all this talk, there's all this chatter, there's all this go from topic to topic type of energy, really scattered about what they want to do, how they feel when they're with you, how they feel when they're without you, what they feel when they're, you know, with someone else, and blah 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 blah. And then all of a sudden you're all caught up in this conversation, and off you go, and then you leave the conversation and you're like, that got nowhere fast. And so you've told me all this, but I'm sorry. What are you going to do about it? So this is what they've realized, that they can no longer do that. That if they want to come in, they're going to have to offer you something absolutely huge. Huge now. There is only one way they're going to get a foot through that door, right? And that's by offering this big, big shiny coin. Okay? This big opportunity. The universe is saying, you know what, Aries X, we have now showed you where the gaps are. And this person, if they're so unbelievably important to you, when you weigh up the pros and cons, we're going to offer you the opportunity to go in one last time and give them the stability that you know that they want. Whatever it is that you guys have been asking for, what are you going to do about it? This coin here is a brand new freaking beginning. That coin we were talking about before is made redundant now. They can no longer flip the two sides of that coin. So the universe gives them a new coin, lucky them, to give to you. And they don't know what to do with it. They're trying to figure out, how do I work with this new coin? How do I go into my Aries and have this discussion? This is unknown territory. Aries is changing. Aries has changed. They're not the same Aries I knew. They have completely changed. This experience that they had with me has altered them. I can't believe I created so much pain, and I created so much turmoil within someone that has caused them to view love and change love at that level. This is what they're thinking. And they're all of a sudden desperate because they realize that that window of opportunity, oh my gosh, it is closing. And that path, do you see? They don't know where it's going to lead. They don't know what the outcome's going to be. They don't know what they're going to win, what the winnings are here. Whereas before they did, and they were quite comfortable. So now there is this need for them to really step up from this feeling of desperation, figure out how they're going to take this opportunity and present it to you in just the way that you've been asking them to, for them to give to you. And you know what, Aries? They really want this now. This energy switch has really affected them in a way where they've had to do some huge introspection. Are they going to take it? Are they going to, level up? Wow, that's amazing. One more card. I'll close this off for you. They're coming. They're going to take it. They're going to take it. But I don't know if their delivery is going to actually... If they're not careful, Aries, what I'm getting here, if they come towards you with anything less than what they know they need to come towards you with, you're not going to take it. They need to be patient and they need to be ready. And I feel that as you walk through the month of May, their desperation may cause them to reach out without having all their ducks in a row. And you're just going to knock them back. But you're going to grow stronger and they're going to get more desperate and they're slowly going to level up. Whereas before you would let them in and they would peter out at that energy. This time I feel that if they come in and you knock them back, it will potentially send them back into this sense of desperation where they need to continue working on really bringing that stability towards you. So if you're looking for union, guys, or a reunion, I would say that it is heavily on the cards for you, that the future looks very promising. This person is definitely at the core of all of this, you know, has good intentions at heart. That's what I'm seeing. All right, Aries, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys have a fantastic month. Please do comment below because, like I always say, I'm nosy and I love reading your comments. Bye.